I find you can invest in money, it's good, but I invest in people, right? Investing in people has actually given me a better return.
Welcome to this week's episode of the Daniel Char Show, where we discuss everything to do with real estate, wealth, and business. I have a very special guest with me here today, personal friend of mine for over 10 years. I've seen him grow as an actor, a producer, and a business owner. Raymond here is going to talk to us about how we could explode our business using social media skills. He had the pleasure of working with many great names such as Will Smith, Vin Diesel, Floyd Money Mayweather, Serge Ibaka, and Kyle Lowry. I want to welcome you to the stage over here. Raymond Kingu Jr., thank you so much for taking time out of your day.
Appreciate you, man. Thank you so much, Dan. That's an amazing intro, bro.
Hey, thank you. Thank you for coming down.
Hey, man, I love it, man. You got an amazing place here. I mean, I couldn't say no, man. You know, we've been friends for 10 years. Why not?
Can you believe it's been 10 years?
10 years, man.
Like, that was insane, right? Like, who would have known that we'd be doing this now, right? Like, how did you get into what you're doing now? Like your acting and also your Instagram.
Man, for me, it's been a process. It's been a journey. It's been years in the making. I think I really started years ago. Coming out of high school, I had my own clothing company, my own brand, Il Cause, and just started doing T-shirts. You know, just regular, online business, just T-shirt business online. So it kind of gave me the aspect to understand how business is run right away at a young age. You know, processing orders, dealing with manufacturers overseas, trying to figure out how to market my brand, and then how to, Facebook and Instagram wasn't as big. In fact, there was no Instagram when I initially had started the T-shirt company. So it was kind of like, trying to figure out things from scratch, on the go, right? And then from there, I had some friends that were in the film industry that were doing movies and TV shows. And one of those guys, Nathan Elliott, shout outs to him, he was actually my neighbor. So I came over to his place one day, and he was getting ready to go on set for another show, and he's like, "Okay, man, hey man, I'll catch you later. I gotta go." And it didn't dawn to him. He's like, "Hey man, you want to come? You want to come on set?" I was like, "Yeah, sure.
Why not?
Like, why not?" Right? I was like, "Why not? Like, what do I gotta do?"
Yeah.
Right?
What set is that?
This was actually for the movie How She Moves.
Okay.
It was a dance movie, and prior to that, it was RoboCop. They were shooting RoboCop here in Toronto.
Wow.
And he had literally brought me on set, got me in contact with his agent, and before you knew it, I was literally just getting into background, working on sets, doing stuff, and then I got to do some stunts on Suicide Squad with Will Smith.
Yeah.
And then with Adam Sandler and Kevin James with Pixels, and it just started to kind of grow. Started networking more. So it really just took a friend, and somebody to connect you. And he got me in.
It was just that one word, right? That was it.
He invited me. He was the first person to bring me on set, the first person to kind of introduce me to the film industry. And from there now, I've been bringing people into the movie industry and the film industry and such. So that was pretty much how I kind of started. And then now started to produce my own films and own feature content and stuff, and shooting commercials, like you said, with Serge Ibaka. So yeah.
That's great. That's great.
Yeah.
So how did you get into from acting to now running your own media company, True Sports TV?
Yes.
I think you guys just started very recently, right? And now you're at almost 10,000 followers, 10, right?
Yeah.
How does somebody go from just opening a new channel to getting 10,000?
You know what? That's a great question, Dan. With True Sports TV, you're right. We literally just started. We initially officially launched October of 2018. So that was
not even a year yet.
Hasn't been a year. So we really, I understood the sports media business and aspect in that industry because I worked with a sports media company prior. So the skills and all the knowledge I kind of learned, I brought that on to building my own platform, bringing my own team, and that really paid off for me. And you know, it was social media it's a weird place. It's a different type of place, you know, because there's a lot of, you know, algorithms involved. There's a lot of, you know, having to try to there's real followers and then there's fake followers. So you know, having to know the difference between both, you know, it's tough, because when you're trying to grow your business, you want to have an audience to present your business to and your product to, right? So initially trying to start, you know, you want to, it's hard because you're getting your product out there. Nobody really knows you yet. But the good thing with sports, it's always talked about online. So you hashtag in the right way.
Yeah, with the Raptors,
with
right?
Raptors, of course, us winning the championship, you know, it was
probably exploded.
It exploded from there. You know, we did a contest. We ran a contest. We gave away NBA Finals tickets to go to the NBA Finals with the Raptors, and that exploded our page, exploded our platform. A lot of, you know, people followed us for that. So things like that, you know, opened up opportunities for us. And then we just, you know, posting things at the right time. You know, you got to be the first to post it because people are looking for it, you know, and it just kind of grew from there. Original content, having other pages, you know, share your content, and then, you know, it goes from there. But it's been a great process.
Yeah, that's great. So how does somebody who's not familiar with social media get into that game? Because like you said, it's this weird space right now. We got a lot of successful business owners over here. They're trying to merge into the technology range.
That's
you know how they said that we're supposed to be paperless, right?
Yeah,
back in the day,
right.
but now we have more paper.
Right.
And then so I think a lot of times they don't know if this is going to be that trend.
Exactly.
Right?
Exactly.
Do I get on? Do I spend time on this?
You know what? I think when you start to look at social media as if your product and your brand is a store, okay? You treat it like a store. You want to have people come to your store, right?
Yeah.
So your page is essentially a store, and you want to have visitors, you want to have people coming in. The longer somebody stays in your store, most likely they're going to buy something.
Yeah.
Or, you know, they're going to share it with somebody else. So you got to have, you know, stuff in your store that people want. People want to see. It's got to be engaging. It's got to be entertaining. It's got to be, you know, trending with what's currently trending. So if you're in the business side of things, you want to, you know, have the right things in your store. I treat my brands and the pages that I have companies that will bring me in to kind of help them build their platform. Public figures will bring me in to help promote their brand and you know, build their pages. And essentially it's that understanding, you know, that social media is essentially there's stores everywhere. I go on pages, I'll go check out, you know, some of my athletes that I may follow or some influencers that I may like. That's essentially, I'm going into their store when I'm putting in their username. I'm checking out what they've got. Okay, this is cool. And I may stay there for a little bit, and I might go to somewhere else, go watch something else, you know? So when you start to look at it like that, for somebody that's just starting, you know, you got to understand it's just like anything. You got a couple customers, you got a small store right now, you're trying to build that, right? You're trying to build it. You tell people about it. You start to invite important people to your store, right? You start to have good people, bring good people on there, have them guest, have them share to their people at their store. And then the people from their store are going to come to your store now.
And it just starts
to
growing,
grow, right? It starts to grow. When you start to look at it like that and you start to treat social media in that kind of aspect, you will organically, you know, grow your brand and grow your page that way.
So you recommend that every business owner should have social media set up and active in that?
Absolutely. I think it's a huge asset to any business because it's free. You know, you're not having to pay, you know, an overhead cost every month to have a social media page. It's free. It's free advertisement. And those who have utilized it right have capitalized on that and monetized their social media platforms. And I also encourage, you know, businesses to buy sponsored ads. You know, do that. Personally, I don't do too much of that, but it's a great tool because it helps grow your page. It helps, you know, bring in reach and also helps, you know, drive traffic.
Why would somebody want to do that sponsored? Like if they can just go organically for free, right? Like why does somebody want to
starting out, right? If you're starting out, you know, and your page is completely new, nobody knows, you know, you want to start doing
content, you want to have videos, you want to have pictures, you want to have engagement, you want to have guests, you want to do sponsored ads. Everything you're doing right now is exactly what anyone should be doing in the business side of sectors of things if you want to start exploding your business. These are the type of things you have to do. You got to reach out to other influencers, reach out to people who are doing it, reach out to people who are bigger, and you're going to get no's. That's part of life, you know. People are going to say no.
It's part of business.
Yeah, people are going to, it's part of business.
Yeah.
You do deals all the time.
Yeah.
You know, sometimes these deals don't work out.
Yeah.
And then, you know, it's on to the next, right?
That's it.
And that's how it is. This didn't work out, on to the next. That's the same way when it comes to social media and building your brand. And then slowly and slowly, people start to like, you know what, I like this guy.
Yeah.
You know, I'm coming on here, I'm learning something. He's teaching me something. He's got some good content here. Damn it, I'm staying, right?
Yeah.
It's just little things like that, you know, that kind of, you know, start to, you know, you start to create a community within your business, within your platform, where people can come and get little things, you know. So I like that with your page too, because you got a diversity side of things. You got different things here. You got some money advice here. You got some rent stuff here. You got some good stuff on mortgage here. You got some business stuff. Now we're talking marketing, social media. People need that.
Well, that's why we have you on the show right now, right? Because the marketing is it's not really talked about, right? Because sales guys, I always see that you got the sales guys and then you got the marketing guys, right? And me personally, I think you need to merge them. And you got some hardcore killers in sales, but then you look at their marketing, it's not there. But then same thing with marketing, right? Like, how do you mend the two together?
I mean, you know, business owners and people have to understand that there's people that are buying homes on social media, okay? I have Instagram. I'm a homeowner. I want to buy a home, right? Yeah. So your potential clients are right there, right? They're within reach, right? Yeah. You know, young people are doing it. You know, older people, like everybody is looking to either buy or sell.
So you're saying people are actually just buying houses?
Well, they're looking
on
online. I mean, if let's for example, if I'm speaking to my wife, which I don't have right now, right? And
are you gonna find her on Instagram too?
If that was the case, it would be easier, right? But if I'm doing that, right? Imagine that, right? I'm just shop for a wife right now. I'm just swipe away.
There's an app for that.
But there is definitely, but it goes this way. Right? Never been on it, but you know.
Can you monetize on that?
I don't know. You know, but the thing is that there probably are people who are probably, you know, finding their wives and loved ones. Shout out to them. Yeah. You know,
that's called leverage, though, right?
Hey, man, I know a few people who have found their loved ones online. Hey, it works to them. It works.
It works.
Right? Just like you can find a home, or you can find a business or a product online. You could do it the same way, right? You land on someone's page and you're like, damn, like, you know what? This guy actually knows what I'm talking about. Maybe I'll reach out to him or shoot him an email, or if your contact's there, they'll give you a call, and all of a sudden that turns into a client or business opportunity. And nothing's better than a warm referral.
Exactly.
You know? So you know you've done well, and you've been able to kind of get that client. They're happy, and they're going to tell their friends about you, right? And that's the same thing with social media. They're going to share, right? And that starts to explode your business. Before you know it, you can't take on too much business because you've got so much.
What's the most important thing when you're dealing with social media? Does quality matter, or do you just want to throw stuff out? Like, what would you do? Would you take your time on one item and it's really solid, or would you just throw it out and see? Because we see a lot of that out there, right? We do see a lot of that. You see a little bit of both. Some are just like throwing out stuff.
They're just putting stuff out there. And, you know, for me personally, you know, you can tell as a person that is actually, you know, on social media, if I'm watching a video, as soon as I watch a couple seconds, if, you know, people's attention spans are so short. So I can be watching something, and if it's not engaging to me, I'm gone.
How long does it take?
4 seconds. 5 seconds, and you've lost me. Right? But if I'm actually there already, and I'm already trying to get, I'm here for a reason. I'm coming to your page to get some advice. I'm looking for something there. Then, you know, I may be there a little longer, and I might stomach the boringness or something at the beginning, because I know there's something here for me, right? But again, like it really varies. It factors. There's so many factors involved. But social media is needed in any business, especially when you're growing your business. If you got a product, you got a business you're selling, It doesn't matter. Social media is an added value because it's a free marketing. Yeah. It's free marketing, right?
So it's not just for the new guy; it's also for the existing guys because it's free.
Stay relevant. It's free. Yeah. You know, if you want to compete in this market, you got to have everything, right? Yeah. It's only getting. The thing is about this industry, it's only getting more competitive, right? If you're not going to be doing that, believe me, the guy that's competing with you is doing it. Yeah. You know, he's working hard, he's putting out a ton of videos, and he's doing everything he needs to do. So you always kind of have to be kind of ahead of it. Mm-hmm. I treat business like I treat sports. That's why I'm in the sports media business as well, because I treat it like sports. I want to win a championship. Yeah. How do I win a championship, right? You got to put the right pieces. Yeah, you get Kawhi, right? You get Kawhi. Can't lose with that. But then that's it. You got to also anticipate Kawhi leaving.
Yeah, yeah.
Right? And that happens in business sometimes.
That's it.
You know, you may have something there and then it may be gone. Yeah. And now you have to adjust. Yeah. You got to adjust. What do you do now post Kawhi?
Yeah. Kawhi. That's key right there.
Key.
Like you got the win.
Right.
What do you do now?
What do you do now? Right. How do you consistently stay winning? How do you as the market fluctuates, because that does happen with business, real estate, and everything.
Absolutely.
It fluctuates
every day.
Yeah. So how do you stay relevant and coast through? Because there's going to be times ups and downs in any kind of business, right? You got to stay the course and stay relevant during that time, and then there's going to be a peak in time where it's going to go back up. That's when you cash in. Yeah. That's when you get in, right? So once you start to understand all those different things, you start to win in business. You start winning championships. You start winning multiple championships. But do understand there's going to be years where you may not make the playoffs, or you may not be in the seed that you may have anticipated. You won't win every month. You won't win every year.
But you got to do it. That's what you're saying, right? Like, so the guy who's saying that I don't have time for this or whatever, eventually.
Yeah, exactly.
They're going to be out.
A lot of mistake that a lot of businesses make is they get too comfortable, right? That's a bad thing. That's a really bad thing. You don't want to get too comfortable. It's easy to get comfortable when you're making money. Yeah. You're making money. Shoot, I'll go buy some chicken wings right now. I'll go and go get some burgers or something.
I just had Popeyes.
Right? Honestly, I'll do that. Yeah. Right? Because I'm making money. I don't care. Yeah. Right? I'll go out, spend it. But then you got to understand that being that level of comfortable, being comfortable like that, it'll start catching up to you, because your competitors will start catching you, right? The guys you're competing with will start catching you and surpassing you. Yeah. So if you're somebody that has that competitive nature where you want to win, you almost you don't really ever get comfortable, right? You have that, those moments where you celebrate the wins. You have to celebrate it. You have to. But you also have to stay competitive and stay the course and keep going. Keep going. Depending on what your goal may be.
So my takeaway is, it doesn't matter where you are in business, you're starting out or you're very experienced, you got to get into the game, tamper with it, and play around with it, and that's free marketing, right? And if you don't, you might not exist. I think it is very fair to say, like, when the internet came out with websites, like, only certain few people had websites, right? Because everybody was using the yellow pages, right? But now, if I talk to you, you don't have a website, you don't exist, right? You might, exactly. So you're saying that it's going to become like that, right?
It's trending in that direction. Yeah, everything is trending in that direction, and whether you're in real estate and you're a business, you're going to get left behind if you don't start to catch up with the times. Yeah, right. Things are changing, they're coming and going, social media platforms change all the time. I mean, I think I remember the older version of Facebook, the older version of Instagram. It's changed. Yeah. There's Instagram video now. There's Instagram live stuff. That wasn't there about 2 years ago. Yeah. So you can see the progression. Yeah. How that's changed a lot.
So what's good content?
Good content is when, you don't just have your audience engaged, but you have something of an element of learning and entertainment. For me, at least, this is my opinion. Yeah. Good content is a little bit of both.
Yeah. I want to know how you grew. Like in a year, right?
Entertaining. It's entertaining. It's engaging. Yeah. The content is engaging, and you're also either informing, which is what I have to do with sports news. You're letting people know about trades, news, injuries, whatever, you know, or highlights. We're posting it, you know, and then of course, you're informing and it's entertaining. You got to make sure of both.
Yeah.
So that's good content to me. Whether you're informing on one post or you're entertaining on the next, or you got a little bit of both in both, you're good, right? That's good content. Keep it simple, keep it fresh, keep it creative. You're gonna always have people coming all the time.
Got you.
Yeah.
So how did you go from acting to True Sports TV?
It's a funny thing
like
is
there's 24 hours in a day. You're a busy guy, right?
Yeah. I have to literally pace everything so carefully. But I still do. I take breaks sometimes. I'll pick up something. I'll work on the acting and film stuff, and then I'll take a break from that during seasons where it's a little slower. Then I'll pick up on the sports stuff or whatever. Right now, it's off season for us for sports media. Right now, it's not too busy. NBA's over. NHL's done. Baseball's obviously in right now. NFL's about to start. So, yes, there's a small little break window, and I'm filming now. I'm shooting.
Yeah.
We just did Serge Ibaka's commercial. We got a couple TV runs that we're doing. So, I try to pace everything, and then I go full attack. I go straight Kobe mode, like Mamba, because I'm ready. Like in business and anything, I'm going for the kill.
That's it.
It's I don't play to borrow. I play for keeps. When I'm in the game, I'm wanting to win. I want to win at all costs. So I do everything that I got to do to put myself in a position and my team in a position for us to win. Whether that's now or long term, we're going to win.
So who's your competitor, your biggest competitor?
Well, for us right now, I mean, there's a lot of social media platforms for sports media. So, there's the Bleacher Reports, there's a House of Highlights, there's the Score, there are initially our direct competitors.
Yeah. So you're going to take over the big guys.
Yeah. I want to go after them. We're not even a year in the game.
Yeah.
And I feel like we're already trending in that direction to do that, because there's a couple of things that I got in my back pocket. I feel like Masai sometimes. There's a couple. I got
nobody saw that coming.
Nobody saw it coming.
Yeah.
I got a couple moves. I got a couple different moves and stuff that we're going to be doing with True Sports TV that's going to transition and put us in a different position than some of our big competitors and some of the guys that are out there, because I want to do things differently and present our product differently too. So I think we're going to be really competitive. I don't know. I don't want to leak anything out because I beat me to it. But we definitely got some stuff in the works.
Do you think it's an advantage that you're a social media platform versus the big guys out there, like in news network?
Yeah, like the sports net.
Do you think it's an advantage or a disadvantage?
There's a lot of advantages to it, because now your cell phone is the new TV. Yeah. It is changed now. We don't watch TV. We don't have time to stay home and watch TV like we used to. Personally, I used to watch TSN and Sportsnet and be home for that stuff, but I'm not home for that stuff no more. So I miss it. Unless I'm actually watching a game, which is, a different deal, because they've got network deals. That's a whole different thing. But, it is an advantage to be on social media, because people are on their phones all the time, and they're always on social media, and they're always on Instagram or Facebook or, Spot or whatever kind of thing. They're always on it. So that's become the new norm and actual TV now. So if my product is on there, I'm okay. I just got to figure out now how to make our product competitive compared to them, right? They've been in the game much longer than I've even been alive. So you got to look at some of these juggernaut networks that have been doing it, like the ESPNs. They've been doing it, but they're also losing their edge, with their apps,
different platforms.
But they're still trusted because people have trusted them for so long and so many years, But I love interrupting these things, just like Uber did. They interrupted the taxi service, just like Netflix did. They interrupted the whole TV thing. People don't buy cable no more. Yeah. It's about interrupting. There's going to be a lot of interruption in a lot of industries. Yeah. And that's what we're trying to do.
What do you think's going to come out after the social media?
I would love. I don't know. It would be interesting to see. A company or some sort of a product interrupt social media. which would be insane. I don't know what that would be. But
the interruption.
Right? It would be crazy. Maybe I'll think of it.
Yeah.
Give me a couple hours. Give me about 48 hours. I'll think of something, right? I don't know, but business is a really amazing thing to be in, and to stay competitive, you need all these tools.
Yeah.
So, but for me, I will say this: I find you can invest in money, it's good, but I invest in people, right? Investing in people has actually given me the better return. Money comes and goes, right? You can make money and you invest it, it's great. But when you actually invest in people, and you invest in the right people and the right personnel to your team, and to build what it is you're doing, you will actually get further along. Yeah. Right? So for people that are in business, in real estate, doesn't matter, film, television, whatever, even if you're selling cookies, I don't care. Invest in people. Invest in the right people, and that'll get you further.
What do you mean by investing in people? How would you invest in people?
Networking, right? If I know somebody that's really good at marketing, and I know somebody that's really good at social media, or somebody that's really good with numbers, they're really good at it, or somebody's really good with graphics, or good at this and that, I'm gonna invest in that person, and I want to acquire them on my team. It's just like that. If I want to win a championship, there's different positions. Everyone can't score. Everyone can't just defend and be a great defender or be a great rebounder or whatever. You got to get specialists in different things. Yeah. When you get the right people with specialists in different things, and you start to create a team, that's when you start to have a super team. And now you have yourself a winning mentality, and that's what we've been building. I try to invest in the right people that are good at this, because I know not everyone's good at everything. Yeah. I'm not good at everything. I don't know every sport, but I'm running a sports media company that's doing pretty well. But you get the right people that know this, that know that. I don't know nothing about golf. I don't know nothing about certain sports. I don't know. But I learn. I learn on the way. And then, you get the right people that know.
Is it possible to get big by yourself? Or do you always need to have people?
It's impossible. You can't do it.
So every name that we know out there, all these big names, they didn't do it themselves.
They did. Steve Jobs, Bill Gates, Warren Buffett.
Because we know their names.
Yeah,
right?
we know their names. They're the mainstream, multi-billionaires and all that. Yeah. But they had the right people to get them there. You won't hear about those guys, right? You're not going to hear about the many failures. You're not going to hear about the many failed attempts. You don't hear about those things. People don't advertise that. Yeah. You hear about the glitz and glamour. Jay-Z's become a billionaire now. You hear about, all these amazing, things that, Gary Vee is doing or Grant Cardone and these guys. But you don't get to actually hear about the failures or the come up, the mistakes they made. I
think that's the more interesting story.
Yeah, that is the more interesting. I made a ton of mistakes. Oh my goodness, I made a ton of mistakes. I made a lot of mistakes. There's people I've worked with that I should not have worked with. There's a lot of mistakes that I've made. Businesses that invested, I should not have invested in. There's people that I should have not have never had anything to do with.
Give me a story.
Man. Oh man, you're gonna put me on the spot.
No names.
Let's just say that for me, starting my own sports media company came from me leaving another sports media company.
Perfect.
I learned a lot. But, the way that things happened there should not have happened. There were things that I didn't agree with. There was things that just weren't right. So that is actually what brought me to start my own sports media company in True Sports TV. And the big thing about the name True Sports is to say true to the game. To stay true to yourself, true to the game. And that's something that I want to continue to be. Continue to stay with. So leaving where I was to start something better and start something greater. I don't care how long it takes us, and I don't even worry about my competitor or my past, team who I was with. I don't care. I worry about where we're going and what we got to do. Right? Wow. But yeah.
That's huge, right? Yeah. Not everybody can do that. Like you hit an obstacle. Sometimes people just fail. Yeah. Right. Yeah. So to take everything on and just move forward? It takes a lot of courage.
It does, because most people would give up. You know, you're in a situation and you're like, man, this didn't work out, and they give up.
Yeah.
You know, that's been, I told my business partner this the other day, that there's so many amazing ideas, so many amazing business people, so many amazing talent from artists or whatever that never got to realize their potential, and it's all, the richest places is the graveyard, and even some of the penitentiaries, because they may have gotten locked up and now they're in jail, and they're never going to reach their potential now, right? Or they're just dead, and that's it. But we're alive right now, so we're here. We have the opportunity to reach our full max potential.
Yeah.
You can come up with the next thing and become a billionaire. Yeah. Right?
You got to take the shot.
You have to. You can't make you can't make the shot you haven't taken.
That's it.
Right? So it's just things like that where, really kind of puts me into perspective. And I've seen a lot of things that have happened, even Nipsey Hussle passing away. These different things, you really think to yourself like, man, wow, this person has so much impact on pop culture and with young people in general, period, right? And you just start to realize, man, you want to leave a legacy behind. You want to leave something behind with everything that you're doing. And that's important, because we all want to be successful and rich. We want to be all great. We want to have amazing cars and houses. Yeah. You want to have all those things. But, what are we leaving behind, and what kind of legacy are we leaving? That's important to me. You want to leave a legacy, and to not have your legacy tarnished in any kind of way with making mistakes. We all make mistakes, but, you don't want to be in a situation like an R. Kelly or something like that. It's just, it's ridiculous. There's a lot, things like that.
Everything you have goes to waste. It's done.
I mean, he might have worked so hard. Yeah. He might have put so much work into his craft and everything, but no one cares now.
Yeah.
He's literally thrown that all away. Now all we know now is that R. Kelly. It's sad, but talented guy.
Yeah.
Very talented.
You can't deny that.
You can't deny that.
Yeah.
He had an amazing run, great portfolio, but that's now tarnished. Yeah. His name is now.
So what's the lesson on that? Because he was one of the greats.
Absolutely.
And now Bill Cosby.
Yeah, Bill Cosby's another one. There's so many, right, that fall down that path of having that success. When you get too comfortable, you start to make mistakes. You start to do things, and people are people at the end of the day. You keep forgetting that these guys are regular people, right? They're going to make mistakes just like anyone else would. Yeah. But it's just more magnified because they're in the eye of, they're celebrities, so they're constantly on a magnifying glass. So anything they do is just going to be much bigger than what me and you would do. Yeah. So it's those are the things. As you're growing and as you're getting to your success as a business owner, stay away from things like that. Yeah. You should just stay away from it, because you don't want that to come back to you and have to deal with these things later. So I would say make smarter choices, man. That's it. Make smarter choices, man. Don't do drugs. Yeah. I don't know. There's a lot of things I can say, but just make better choices. But man, it's a shame.
Well, what is one big piece of advice that you would give to our viewers before we end off here?
Well, you know what? For me, the biggest advice that I can give to our viewers would be to not give up. I know that's cliche, but really, don't give up. Because I've thought about giving up so many times. And if I'd given up, I would not have had True Sports TV. I would not have been producing films. I would not have met Will Smith or even The Rock and these people. It would never happen. Yeah. I would just have given up and just been a regular person, right? Yeah. So when you persevere through some of these things, that's what life is about. It's about getting through the obstacles. Life is never just going to be quick and easy. Things are not just going to come to you. You have to actually fight for these things. You have to actually push for these things. So what I would tell the viewers is to never give up and push for your dreams. Keep going. Even when it looks like it's not possible and it's not there, just push through. Your break could be next week, it could be next couple months, it could be in 3, 4, 5 years, who knows? But your break is coming if you just keep pushing.
Excellent. Thank you so much. Does the Raptors have a shot this year?
You want the truth?
I want the truth. True Sports TV, right?
I don't know. I'll tell you, without Kawhi, it's not looking too good. Unless we start making some moves.
Yeah.
Without Kawhi, it's not looking too good for us. But hey, we got what we wanted.
But don't give up.
If we
right?
want a championship, I would tell them, hey, don't give up, of course.
Yeah.
We got to make some moves. Maybe it means that we got to rebuild, look at different things. But we'll be good, be okay in 2 years. And Messiah, I trust.
Awesome. Yeah. Thank you so much. Thank you so much, Raymond Kingu.
Thank you.
Everybody on the show, please subscribe to his channel, True Sports TV. Thank you once again.
Thank you. Appreciate you.
I hope you guys enjoyed that interview. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and I'll see you next time.